After a week of confusion over the setting up of a tribunal to investigate suspended Kenyan Supreme Court Judge Philip Tunoi, the tribunal has finally been sworn in. Sharad Rao was sworn in as chairman just 2 days after the government's principal administrative secretary Kennedy Kihara confirmed that he had been replaced. Solicitor General Muturi says Sharad Rao was never replaced and his age does not count in qualifications to chair the tribunal. KTN's Rita Tinina begins our newscast tonight.
I, Justice Roslyn Korir.
Other Supreme Court members of the tribunal to investigate corruption allegations against suspended Supreme Court Judge Justice Philip Tunoi took the oath. And so did the tribunal's chair, Judges and Magistrates Vetting Board Chairman Sharad Rao.
Do solemnly swear that I will at all times obey, respect and uphold the Constitution of Kenya.
The ceremony, presided over by Chief Justice Dr. Willy Mutunga, may finally see the tribunal get down to work after President Uhuru Kenyatta's flip-flopping on the setting up of the tribunal. The tribunal was appointed on Tuesday last week. 5 days later, the government's principal administrative secretary, Kennedy Kihara, confirmed that Sharad Rao had been replaced as chairman.
Because there were certain informations that hadn't come through, and when they came through, there was a change, and another person is now chairing that tribunal.
Retired Justice Jonathan Havelock, a member of the tribunal, was to take over. Havelock was unavailable for the swearing-in and is set to be sworn in as a member on Thursday. Solicitor General Muturi says Sharad Rao was gazetted as chair of the tribunal and was at no time replaced.
The President communicated, and the President communicates in writing. He appointed a tribunal, it was gazetted, and nothing has changed from that point. I think anything you hear apart from that is speculation.
Questions had been raised over Sharad Rao's qualification to chair the tribunal. The Constitution requires that the chairman be a person who holds or has held office as a judge of a superior court or who is qualified to be appointed as a judge. Sharad Rao has not served as a judge and is 80 years old. The government and Sharad Rao insist age was never an issue.
Anyone who feels aggrieved in any way by his age, which I can categorically state, is not in the Constitution as a provision of the qualification.
Do not forget that if a judge who has served as a judge can sit, a retired judge will always be plus 70. So why would they ask other members not to do over 70 not to be eligible?
The tribunal will provide the second encounter between Judges and Magistrates Vetting Board Chairman Sharad Rao and Justice Tunoi after Tunoi's vetting by the board.
There cannot be a conflict of interest at all. You see, Judge Tunoi was vetted on the basis of the criteria which was set by the Act and on the information that we had.
The setting up of the tribunal has been characterized by backpedaling by the president. On the eve of the expiry of the 14-day deadline to set up a tribunal, President Uhuru Kenyatta declined to form a tribunal, citing a pending judicial consideration on Justice Tunoi's retirement age. But a day later, he changed his mind, suspended Justice Tunoi and appointed a tribunal. The tribunal is set to hold its first meeting on Monday to lay the groundwork for the probe into allegations that suspended Justice Philip Tunoi received 200 million shillings from Nairobi Governor Dr. Evans Kidero to rule in his favor in an election petition over the governorship of Nairobi. Rita Tinina, KTN News.